Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So I wanted to do a video for anybody who has lupus, SLE, or the other kind of lupus and wants to go off to college. I want to tell you guys that it's not impossible. I'm here, I'm doing it, but I do want to let you guys know that it is not easy. Like having lupus and working, having lupus and going off to school is really tough. Last semester I went to school and I went to work, and that really reflected on what all I could do, and it really stressed me out a lot. I was having problems with my professors, which I mentioned that. I just had like the professor from hell, so it was really tough. And you know, when you have lupus, you're not supposed to stress, you're not supposed to do this. Like, there's so many rules to having lupus that is out of control, but I do want to let you guys know that you can do it. And I'm doing it right now. I have left home. I am 45 to an hour away from home. And I cannot drive, and I'm doing it. A couple big points and things I really want to point out to you guys, that going to school and working with a disease is very hard to do. Okay, I've done it, I've tried it. It's very hard to do. If your lupus isn't that bad, I could recommend it, like maybe a couple hours or so, but you need rest. Like you definitely need rest. So be very cautious of that, because you don't want to get sick from working. You don't want to get sick from working. Sorry guys about the noise, but you don't want to get sick from working. And overworking your body. And I've had to learn that the hard way, because I like to be very independent, even though, you know, sometimes I feel very dependent and I don't like that. But you kind of got to swallow your pride with this one, because you don't want to be sick in the hospital for weeks and missing a lot of class. Another big thing is there's always a person, a counselor, a person there at your college to help you with whatever kind of condition that you have, so that you can get accommodations. My first semester, I did not go to the disability office. That was a big ass mistake. Do not make the same mistake as me. My second semester, me being here, I went straight to the disability office, got my accommodations, got everything that I needed. Like, do that. Really do that. Do not skip out on that. Do not be embarrassed. Don't be shy about it. Like, you can't be shy about it, because you have it. Like, it's not going away. It's not going to go anywhere. So don't be shy about it. Also, what is another thing? Me, I sit in the front of the class in all my classes. I'm not ashamed. Like, do not be ashamed. Do not be ashamed if you get up and you decide to put sweatpants on and a shirt and some shoes. Don't be ashamed of that. Like, you can't expect everybody to understand, but you can't judge yourself through somebody else's eyes, period, because nobody understands what you're going through but you at the end of the day. What else? Big things for college. Get all the resources and all the help that you can get, you know what I'm saying, because it's a big adjustment. I'm still adjusting. I'm still trying to get the hang of things, seeing that I'm in a different city. Just be very, like, just understand that adjustment, all of that can really affect your lupus. So make sure that you're very in tune with it if you decide to leave off for college, and make sure that you're not overstressing yourself, overworking yourself. If you need to, drop a class, you know what I'm saying? Do what you can do, because you might not be able to do what your friends are doing. You have to understand that your friends are normal. Like, I mean, not necessarily normal, but when it comes down to having a disease aspect, they are normal. You know what I'm saying? So really take that in consideration. and be selfish with yourself. And when I say that is, be selfish with your body, be selfish with yourself, be selfish with your mindset. When you go to college, it's easy to get under stress, to fall into depression, to have anxiety attacks, especially when you have lupus. I've read a lot on it, and I know a lot of lupus patients suffer from anxiety and depression because of the simple fact that they don't know when things are going to happen to them, and then that's where the anxiety comes from. And then the depression comes from is when stuff happens to you, how to recover from it. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh my goodness, I'm losing out on this, I'm losing out on that. It literally takes a hold over you, and you should never let your lupus win, ever. Don't let it win, don't let it beat you. There is another big thing I want to tell you guys, but I can't remember because I didn't write this out. This is something that I just thought of, and I'm like, this is a video that needs to go out. What else do I need to tell you guys? Make sure that you're communicating with your professors. I communicated a lot with my professors, especially my in-class professors last semester. I feel like this semester I haven't so much since I went through the whole disability thing. I gave them the paper, they know what's up, but still communicate with your professors. Make sure they know. Like, look, because you never know when something's going to happen. And with that being said, if you can get ahead now, because having a disease like this, you never ever know when it's going to hit you. You never know when you're going to wake up and it's like, I can't move, or you wake up and it's like, I can't breathe and I gotta go to the hospital. You never know how long they're going to keep you. You never know what's wrong with you. You know what I'm saying? So if you can get ahead on those good days, get ahead. And then that next day, let that be your rest day. Because every day, you're not going to be able to just constantly go. Because if you're constantly going, and you're constantly just going, you have to understand, as much as you're going, it's going to take twice as much for you to rest your body and get that energy back that you just used. Like, you can't overdo it. And, like, I really try to stress this to you guys, because I've been in a lot of situations where I've overdone it. You know what I'm saying? At work, like, I'm over here sick, and there was like, I'm sick and I still want to finish my shift. Like, just because it's not really a pride thing. It's just like, that you can do it, but in reality your body cannot. Your mind can, your mind wants to, but your body cannot, and you have to understand that. So I hope this was really helpful for you guys. Comment and let me know if there's any other lupus advice videos you want me to give, anything of that sort. I don't have a problem doing that. I know it's been a really long time since I've uploaded a lupus video. It's really hard. It's a really touchy subject, and but I see that a lot of people still comment on my first lupus video, so I'm sure people want another video from me. And I'm sure there's a lot of young girls out there who have it. In reality, there is a lot of people who have this disease, and they're so limited to the things that they can do because of it. Like, even myself, but you have to jump. You have to do that. You can't do the minimum, do the maximum, but don't overwork yourself. You know what I'm saying? Like, do what you can. And I feel like you can go to school. You can take in-class classes. I've done the online thing. And the thing with online, this is one thing that I want to tell you guys, because you would think having a disease like this, online classes will be the best for you. First of all, it depends on how you learn. But two, another big thing is, this is how professors look at online classes. See, I took online classes in high school, and I was able to go at my pace. It was very different. But professors listen, first of all, they don't have to see you face to face, so they don't have to have any type of, like, they don't have to look at you. They could just be mean, they could be rude to you. That's the one thing. And another thing that you really have to understand is that when you take online classes, professors expect that, oh, there's Wi-Fi almost everywhere, and you have your computer with you at all times. There should be no reason why you're not finishing these assignments. And I really learned that the hard way. You have to understand, when you have a disease like this, your fingers swell. You can't type. You can't write. You don't have grip. How you gonna type a paper if you can't bend your fingers? See, but that's the thing. Professors don't get that. And that's why I'm really stressing to you guys that you can do it. You can go to on-campus classes. I just feel like that really worked for me. I know when I went to go see the disability woman, she was just like, oh, have you thought about taking online classes? And I really shared my experience with her, and she understood where I was coming from. Like, that is one thing that you guys have to realize, especially if you're a high school student going into college or whatever the case may be, and you're taking online classes in high school. It's a very, like, it's a complete different ball game once you go to college, because professors look at it as, oh, you have a laptop, you have a computer, there's Wi-Fi everywhere, there should be no reason, because again, that is somebody looking at you and they don't really know what you're going through, what you're facing, what your limitations are. So really take that into consideration.